Hello everyone, welcome to Community Distance Reiki. I am so glad to have you here with me this evening. If you're new here, go ahead and click that live chat button. Be sure to introduce yourself and set any requests for your personal healing and well-being. We're going to get things started off by building a beautiful crystal grid to all of your requests, and then we will slide into a Reiki session. If you would like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one distance session or reading, or if you'd like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description, as are all my social media and my email newsletter. So let's head on over to that grid and start building. Oops, looks like one of the cats was on the desk again. I've got money on it being Gertie. Let's see. I hope everyone is doing well. Let's see. Nope. That is good enough for me. Awesome. So we have here our beautiful mirror, which helps to reflect and deflect any negative energy. The copper spiral here helps to break up any energy blockages and get the optimal flow of energy going. And let's see who all is here. I see Jenny, Key and Patty, Tabs, Beloved for Always, welcome in. Flower, good to see you. Lila Ray, Still Not Still. Chris. Oh, it's so good to see everybody. Okay, cool. Enjoy while you're in and out, Tabs. I totally get it. Oh, thank you, Tabs. Thank you. Oh, and everybody that had orders in and everyone who recently graduated a class, your certificates are in the mail, your orders are in the mail, they all went out today. So you should have gotten emails with tracking just in case you didn't. Hang on one moment. Oh my goodness. Managed to avoid sneezing into the microphone. Hooray for all of our eardrums. So let's see. We've got Chris. Okay, good stuff. Good to hear Eva's still doing good. Okay, good stuff. So let's bring in a few of Chris's. So Emerald, Leopard Skin. And I also did read that the puppy's eye is healing. Good stuff. Good stuff. So we'll put in the stones that are good for animal healing. Fingers are not agreeing with me. Here we go. Okay. And okay. So leopard skin jasper helps with supporting the wellness of our animal companions. It's also helpful for anything that is impacting the skin. It helps too with attracting romance, for attracting a new partner. Wonderful for coordination and balance. And yeah, like I said earlier, wonderful for animals. So let's go ahead and bring this one in. Yeah, it's quite an odd assortment of things that leopard skin jasper does. Pretty eclectic, but pretty wonderful. Cool. Another stone that has a lot of wellness for animals built right in is desert rose selenite. This, in addition to helping animals, this is also thought helpful for men's health, as well as relieving upset stomach and skin conditions. It's helpful for redefining ourselves, and it's also helpful for like those big, long, kind of far away goals, those things we're working on way out into the future, with the consistent work to show up and make those things happen. So that is desert rose selenite. This is also helpful for finding a place to live and for all of the paperwork around it. So that is Desert Rose Selenite. Emerald is helpful for healing skin and tissue in general, but it's also really helpful for the upper respiratory tract, even like your sinuses, really everything. So it's great for things like colds, things like what Ava's dealing with. Helpful too for restoring confidence around your appearance, particularly around those things that you might be particularly sensitive about. Maybe things that were, you were teased about or picked on as a kid, or just things that really stand out for you. So that is Emerald. Aventurine helps with the eyes, as well as fertility. It's also good for allergies and for heart rhythms, but more than anything, this is a lovely stone for expanding your vision of yourself and what you're capable of doing. So this is a great one if you tend to be like tech phobic or afraid of trying new things or learning new things. Aventurine can be really encouraging. So we'll bring this in for the puppy's eye. Awesome. And for Ava as well. So we've got all those. Let's also bring in selenite. Black obsidian. And iolite. So selenite reflects nothing but pure white light, so it helps to keep the energy of a space bright and clear. You can use it to clean your own energy field. It can clear the energy of stones and crystals, and it's just lovely to have around. This is one that doesn't do well in water, so don't put it in water. It also helps with working with your guides and angels. So that is selenite. Black obsidian, which sometimes goes by Apache tear. This is a stone that can be incredibly healing when it comes to like deep trauma, grief, emotional pain. This is very, very protective, and this can be great for getting through things that cause you to like things that are a shock to the system. It also helps protect from spite and gossip, as well as it helps us to process really blocked grief or grief we've held on to for a really long time. So let's go ahead and bring in black obsidian. Okay. So let's go ahead and even this out. Perfect. This grid, if you don't get the first few lines just right, the whole rest of the grid is difficult. Okay. There we go. Okay. And next we're going to bring in iolite. That really helps with intuition. That helps the third eye. Everything that has to do with clairvoyance and seeing different types of intuition. Also helpful for fever. It's thought helpful for weight loss, and it's good for money management. So that is iolite. Oh, I hear a kitty. Hey there. What's going on? You want to come up? You coming up or not? Oh, you want to make yourself a burrito? Oh, there you go. I've caught her wrapping herself up in this blanket during the day, and I think she's trying to make herself a burrito. Yeah, how are you? You're good. Okay. Awesome. And let's also bring in some sapphire, which will also help the eyes. And this is also a really powerful stone of intuition, particularly things like mediumship, channeling, like high-level clairvoyance. If you do that work professionally, this is a great stone. So sapphire helps with not only helping strengthen that connection, but it's also wonderful for dementia, the thyroid, bringing about speedy justice, and the health of eyes and ears. Also, it's helpful for staying optimistic in really potentially difficult times. So let's bring in some sapphire. And I will come back for the rest of yours, Chris. Thank you so much for being here. It's good to see you. Renee, welcome back. Samantha, Shellbell. Oh, YouTube just notified you. Hey, it's always a miracle when they actually do get a notification through. I'm subscribed to so many things with notifications on, and I never get them. And I did check. I do allow notifications to come through. They're just not sending. Let's see. Hey, Fiat Luna. Let's see. Oh, I definitely have a great stone for that, Fiat Luna. And Vic, Catherine, Joanna, the Galguire, good to see you. Jenny, awesome. Ninja4858. Awesome. It's so good to see you all. Okay, so let's go on to tabs. So for tabs, intentions, building a new business, patience, insomnia, headaches, and spiritual growth. You got it. So let's do building a new business, insomnia, headaches, and spiritual growth. Okay, there we go. Okay. So for your headache, let's bring in some pink tourmaline. So not only is this great for migraines and headaches of all kinds, it's great for nerve pain, and it's also wonderful for any kind of gynecologic issue. Helps too with mother-baby bonding in cases of newborns. It's great for spinal cord injuries as well as muscle weakness, and helping to break down a negative self-image so you can start to get to know yourself a little better. Labradorite is really helpful for sleep, so I hope that this helps with sleep. This is also great for lots of anytime you have to do a lot of research, or anytime that you need to look through a lot of information with like fine detail. Either you're looking for errors or like really specific stuff in there. Helps with workplace harmony, and also helps to calm disputes. So we'll bring this in. Labradorite is also good for clairvoyance. So that's another intuitive stone. So that'll help with the spiritual awakening too. And Gertie, are you trying to build a fort? I don't know what you're doing. For helping build a business, one of my favorites is Tiger Eye. This is very much the entrepreneur stone. So this is a lot of courage. It brings in like a lot of that kind of solar plexus, sure of yourself energy. Helps with strength, balance, and seeing the big picture of everything, which is very much an entrepreneurial kind of view. Helps with protecting against envy and jealousy. It's lovely for any kind of study and research, especially if you're doing like marketing research or like building your business plan. Also just entrepreneurial thinking in general. So that is Tiger Eye. And for spiritual growth, I checked in with a couple of different stones for you, and the one that really wanted to come out was Celestite. So Celestite helps with connection to our higher self as well as our angels and our spirit guides. It's wonderful for discernment too. So being able to just tell a thought from a feeling, from an intuition, which can be really hard at first. And it's also wonderful for just understanding all kinds of guidance. What are you doing, little cat? It's helpful too if you are in pain. It can kind of lead to a bit of a comfortable distraction. Oh, hi. Do you want to come up and say hello? Oh. Well, hello there. Oh, the hello. Oh, the hello. Okay, now you can come back down and hang out. That's the toll you pay to hang out on my lap. You have to say hello. So that's Celestite. And there will definitely be some other stones in this grid that'll help you with spiritual growth too, but that's a very angelic stone that wanted to come out for you there. Okay. Oh, it's a girly. Awesome. Okay, all the best to you, Tabs. Rhodochrosite and peach aventurine. I actually don't have peach aventurine. Let me know what you wanted it for. Maybe I can pick another stone. But I can definitely do rhodochrosite. Rhodochrosite's another stone for mother-baby bonding as well as healing maternal type wounds, like mother wounds. Helpful too with the heart and circulation, as well as asthma, stress, headache, so another headache stone, and high-level intuition, things like telepathy. So that is rhodochrosite. Good lung stone. But yeah, let me know what you would like in place of peach aventurine. We have green aventurine, at least for now. Okay. Mobility and fear and staying in the present moment for flower. You got it. Oh my gosh, you got more snow flower? Oh no. Amanda! Oh, absolutely, I can support that. I will get to everybody's request before we get into the Reiki. Maybe a minute, but I will get through them, for sure. Okay, Allie, welcome. Oh, Allie, you got a notification. Oh, wonderful. Thank you for letting me know. Okay. And thank you for being here. Okay. So mobility, fear, present moment. Okay. So ruby is wonderful for helping to release fear, and also giving lots of confidence and courage, especially if you need confidence or courage to be yourself. It also lends us lots of management and leadership energy. It's very helpful for fibromyalgia. Love, fertility. It's also great for stopping nightmares. If you're working on cultivating or manifesting or working towards financial stability, this is one to work with. Also helps with making decisions. So let's bring in some ruby. Polychrome jasper definitely helps with mobility and motivation. If you've been struggling to get motivated to get moving, this is a great stone. But if you're struggling to get motivated really in any aspect of life, if it's work related, personal, anything, this helps with self-confidence, and also with mobility. It doesn't just make you want to move, it actually helps you move. It's considered great for the joints, but it helps to also just reignite your passions in life, like your soul's purpose and wanting to live that. So let's go ahead and bring in some polychrome jasper. There we go. And for being in the present moment, we have some beautiful Herkimer diamonds. These are double terminated quartz, and they're found usually in the upstate New York region around Herkimer, New York in the US. They're helpful for not only being in the present moment, but also empowering manifestation, heightening intuition, definitely balances energy that just feels not quite there. Wonderful too with metabolism. So that is Herkimer Diamond. Okay, cool. So good to see you, Flower. Lots of love to you and your crew, including Little Tree. Beloved for always, healing for recent operation and an autoimmune condition. Okay, so Shungite is wonderful for boosting physical healing and just tissue repair, physical recovery on all levels, but it's also really great for releasing stress, emotional pain, energy blocks, and just clearing your energy field. So this will probably feel really nice to like let go of a lot of the energy surrounding the surgery too. It's also wonderful for folks who tend to feel geopathic stress really strongly. So if you feel kind of overstimulated or even just sort of like low energy around electronic equipment, that could be a good sign to work with some Shungite. And for autoimmune stuff, I struggle with autoimmune stuff too. And my favorite for that is Rodinite. Rodinite helps not only with autoimmune stuff, but also allergies and asthma and the lungs in general. It's helpful too for moving through insecurities and helping too to heal a broken heart so that you can open your heart to love again. Helps too with healing the emotional pain from past emotional abuse. I think I mentioned that. But yeah, this is also helpful for balancing yin and yang in the body. So that is Rodinite. So I hope that that helps. And lots of love to you. Welcome. Cool. So we took care of Tabs's pup. I love to see that. And did I skip someone's request? Let me see. Oh, patience. Tabs asked for patience, and I skipped that one. I will add that to the next. So let's see. So we will do Domoite. Blue Apatite, Blue Kyanite, Financial Abundance. Gotcha. So, oh, thank you, Shellbell. Oh my goodness, thank you, Shellbell. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, and your package is in the mail. You should have gotten a tracking number. But thank you. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. So, Malachite. Malachite can be really helpful with arthritis, inflammation, and pain. It's also really helpful for things like depression, anxiety, and processing really difficult emotions without kind of getting stuck in them. So it can be really helpful for grief. And even if you're just, say you're going through therapy to heal some older things, this can be really helpful too for like processing that older stuff. And definitely with depression, anxiety, also insomnia. And I always mention this at least once in every stream, that everything I do is complementary in nature. Nothing's meant to replace any kind of medical attention or anything like that. It's certainly not meant to. I'm not the healing arts person who's going to sit here and say anything sour against modern medicine. It's all good. Like, I wouldn't be here, I wouldn't be alive without it. And I take medicine for depression, and I hang out with the crystals, and I do Reiki, and I meditate, and I do all the things. And I'm here to help kind of support you as you do all the other things that you feel are appropriate in your own wellness. So I'm here to be your cheerleader and hold the space, but there's only so far that goes. And happy all of you are here. Even if we can take a mental health break and just hang out with each other, that's a big step. So next one I wanted to bring in is Domoite. This helps with anger, resentment, frustration. Also helps to improve situations that seem kind of hopeless or that you can't see a way out of. Helps too with standing up for yourself. It's wonderful for nervous dogs, believe it or not, but it's also helpful for tidiness. So Amanda, this might help. Helps with patience. So Tabby, this will be helpful there. Also healing ligaments and tendons. This is the only stone I know of that specifically targets that specific healing. So really interesting, but that's Domoite. So there we go. Citrine is great for everybody that's looking for some financial abundance. I don't know anyone who isn't. So Citrine is the #1 crystal, and it's getting increasingly difficult to find it when it's not irradiated. Or started out as amethyst and was processed in such a way to make it look like citrine. These are natural citrine, and they do help with attracting financial abundance, with nausea, with fibromyalgia pain, with addictions, compulsions, and it also helps with empowering good financial decisions. So that is some citrine. Citrine or anything else you're working with to manifest abundance, walk into a room or your home, and once you're inside and the door is to your back, look straight to the back of the room and then to the left corner. That's your, in Western feng shui, that would be your abundance corner, your money corner. So that's where you would put something like a citrine or anything that you're using to manifest financial abundance. Blue apatite is super duper helpful for developing a healthier relationship with food in whatever way that resonates with you, whether that's around weight loss or just a shift in the role that food plays in your life or anything in between. This can be really helpful and help to keep that on a really healthy step. It's great too for learning about your soul's purpose and gaining the courage you need to enact it. And it's wonderful for inner peace and harmony, as well as helping to strengthen the energy field. If you're someone who tends to pick up on the energy of others to an uncomfortable degree, blue apatite can help you to strengthen your field so that you're less inclined to do that. So that's blue apatite. And blue kyanite helps with self-acceptance, like radical self-acceptance, loving yourself exactly as you are. This is a stone that also helps to boost your understanding of intuitive messages. So if you're struggling with dreams you don't understand, or even if you're reading tarot and you're struggling to see the deeper meanings of things, this can be a helpful stone. It's wonderful too for certain types of neurological care, especially around speech and mobility. It helps with supporting general healthy changes in your life, and it's thought to help kind of tamp down things like pettiness and spite and those kinds of things. So if you're dealing with that, maybe kind of keeping a piece of this in your pocket in any situation you think that is likely to come up couldn't hurt. So thank you, Jenny. Let's see. I hope that this helps, and lots of love to you and your family with everything. Hey, Kanta. How you doing? Oh, you had a brownout. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Hey, Sister Sheba. Alana, good to see you. Creative Diva. Ah, Lila Ray. Okay. I absolutely have something that will help that. Okay. Let me just see where I left off. I don't want to end up skipping anyone. Okay. Ninja 4858. Something to get out of my head and into my heart and stay in the present moment. That's a good one. Herkimer Diamond is really helpful for that. Getting out of your, like, over intellectualizing, getting into your heart. Ooh, what's a good one for that? So there's the first one that popped up for me to bring in for that, I think is a great one. Crazy Lace Agate. Crazy Lace Agate helps with balance, courage, confidence, but it's also really helpful with balancing the heart and solar plexus. So helping you to not only help the heart chakra, but also help your solar plexus in like bringing that forward and setting those priorities based on what's important to you. So I hope that this brings some help. So that's Crazy Lace. Crazy Lace Agate. Let's see. Oh yeah, we've got plenty of room to put that here. Okay. Crazy Lace Agate is also really helpful with anyone who has any phobias, and or folks who work with, if you have an animal guide that is spider, this is very connected to that. Also gives a good boost in physical energy, which is never a bad thing, right? So that is Crazy Lace Agate. Green Kyanite helps with balancing the spiritual side of life with the mundane side of life, and I feel like that kind of lines up. So green kyanite's also helpful with throat, chest, lungs, heart, asthma, the whole cardiopulmonary system. It's also helpful with gaining wisdom from our intuition and reconnecting with nature, particularly like plants and nature spirits. And that can really help us to get back in touch with ourselves. So that is green kyanite. We'll put that right near the blue kyanite. And Snowflake Obsidian can also help with kind of clearing and rebalancing. So Snowflake Obsidian helps with general mind, body, spirit balance, and also with calming overstimulation, including like a rambling mind. Helps too with serenity, inner peace, hope after loss, and it's wonderful for clairaudience if you're someone that gets your intuition through hearing. Also helps with loneliness as well as releasing feelings of guilt, and helps with breaking old habits and patterns that are holding you back. There we go. So I hope that that helps. Lots of love to you. And yeah, good to see you, Ninja 4858. Ah, gotcha. So the Gelgwire might not be able to stay the whole stream. So fibromyalgia, congestion, and for general well-being. Cool. So we've got our two fibroids, or our two fibromyalgia stones with ruby and citrine. Congestion, definitely green kyanite and emerald. There's probably some other good ones too. And general well-being. So let's do moss agate. And let's bring in some carnelian. Carnelian can be really helpful with like things like colds and allergies, and also with wound healing. It's also helpful for sexuality, with fertility, with close intimate relationships, as well as just relationships broadly, like how you relate to society and community as well. Wonderful too for attracting a romantic partner. So that is carnelian. Okay, let's see. And next is going to be moss agate. And moss agate is great for body, mind, and spirit healing and balance. This is highly regarded in Chinese medicine for exactly that. So this is thought to help support the body through clearing everything from viruses to bacterial infections and everything in between. It's helpful too for releasing fear of the unknown. If you're doing any kind of psychological work like inner child work or higher self work, this can be really supportive of that. And it also helps with connection to unconditional love and connection to spirit. So I hope that that helps, and lots of love to you. Feel better, hon. Oh, we are doing well, Fiat Luna. Sleep for Vic? Absolutely. We've got our good sleep ones in with this and yeah, with Malachite and Labradorite. Let me know if there's anything else I can do for you, Vic. But let's also do, I know you really like, I think last time you were here you said you really like Labradorite. So let me, or sorry, Lipolite. So let me put that in for you. But let me know if there's anything else I can do, Vic. So let's see. Lipolite is lithium mica, and this can help with calming, soothing, and understanding the emotions. It can help with seeing patterns, beliefs, different things that might be holding us back and actually causing us more pain. It's wonderful for discernment, especially should I stay, should I go kind of stuff. It's great for anything involving mental health too, anything from like tendency towards codependency or obsessive thoughts, addiction, also thoughtful for weight loss and the joints. So that is Lipolite, which is lithium mica. And we'll see more of this on the market for sure because we're, you know, mining for more lithium for batteries. And no matter what you might see elsewhere, don't put this in water and then drink it and say, oh, but it's lithium, it's good for you. Okay, yeah, no, it's a prescription medication for a reason. Like, please don't. Carry it with you. The energy will help support you in a much safer way. And if you do want to try to work with it internally, work with somebody to help you do that. But yeah, as a stone to carry around with you, it's wonderful for mental health and also just like a kind of a mood boost too. So let's see, Catherine. Courage and creativity, motivation, migraine, and money manifestations. A lot of M's tonight. We've got our best migraine one in there with pink tourmaline, but let's also bring in pink tourmaline and rhodochrosite are both in there. They both help with headaches. What other one does? Blue lace agate does too. So blue lace agate can help with headaches, particularly helpful with tension headaches. But it's also wonderful with expressing difficult emotions and with skin allergies and anything impacting the throat, sore throat. This could also support the gallbladder with congestion. So that is blue lace agate. Oh, feel better from the headache. Courage and creativity. Let's see, courage, creativity, motivation. So let's start with courage. This is Garnet. This will also help Amanda. So Garnet, in addition to lots of creativity, it also helps with courage, another thing you requested, and organization. Help too with practicality. So this can help with whether it's organizing like a space or organizing like trying to systematize or resystematize things to be more efficient. This can help with that level of organization too. It also helps with finding strength and balance. So that is Garnet. Very Capricorn stone. But yeah, lots of courage, lots of creativity. For manifesting money, we've got us some Pyrite. This helps to also open up intuition while providing lots of protection. This definitely helps with calling in financial abundance. It's fool's gold, but it's often found near the real stuff, so we like to think that it calls it in. Helps with memory and information recall, the lungs, fever, and it also helps with supporting the body to make the best usage of a Reiki session. So let's bring in Pyrite. Amber can help with creativity as well. Amber is also good for releasing negativity and emotional blocks, for bringing in luck and prosperity, and it's another really potent stone for mental health support. Also great for attracting lasting love and for softening rigid beliefs and attitudes so that you can be a little bit more open-minded. Also works great if you are going to be around other people who tend to be a little bit more closed-minded. Might help soften, make things go a little bit easier in conversation, and helps too with depression and seasonal affective issues. So that is Amber. And Sodalite. I feel like this is a good one too because I know you're writing and things. Sodalite helps with expression and communication, speaking your truth, and it also helps with expression however you express, whether that's through like a performance or music or art. This supports all of that. Great for grounding impulses, dealing with homesickness, and also helpful for coming to terms with anything around aging, and it's also supportive for menopause. So that is Sodalite. If you really struggle in Mercury retrogrades, get some Sodalite. It is very helpful. Good to have you here. Hope things are going well. Fiat Luna, Red Tiger Eye, Larimer. Whatever suggestions I have for emotional healing and endurance in difficult times. Gotcha. So Bloodstone or heliotrope. It goes as heliotrope in the UK and lots of other places. In the US, you'll see it as a bloodstone. It's a very dark green with tiny little inclusions of red. And this is really helpful for lifting despair. It's like an emotional stuff hits the fan stone, if you know what I mean. It does help lift despair. It provides a lot of help with emotional stamina and perseverance, like you mentioned, to go through those really difficult emotional times. Helpful too for relieving self-doubt, and it can also help quiet the mind during meditation or while you're receiving energy work. So that is Bloodstone. So yeah, lots of emotional healing, and lots of like sticking to it and through it. Red Tiger Eye helps with manifesting abundance quickly, and it's also lovely for protecting against bullies and really nasty spiritual workings. So malevolent spiritual workings, but also the same things in the mundane world, whether it's nasty coworkers, gaslighting, triangulation, any of those, all of the above, whether it's children bullying or very tall, older children bullying, because most bullies don't grow up. Some do. this can be very helpful. And Larimer helps with connecting with your spiritual purpose and manifesting and bringing it into the world in your own unique way with tons and tons of confidence and reassurance along the way. It's helpful too with separating the ego from the spiritual work, and it's wonderful for that innovating, pioneering kind of attitude you need, because when you follow your spiritual purpose, it is a path, but it's a path you are breaking because you are the first to walk it. So that is Larimer, and that will help with that. I'm wearing a Larimer necklace right now, actually. Awesome. So I hope that that helps. Lots of love to you. Samantha, for you and your cats, everyone here are doing good. Reiki for your uncle. He has a throat infection. Also healing for mom, please. So your uncle has a throat infection. The throat stone and the infection stone are both in here. Let's see what else. Let's see what else we can do. I know. Let's bring in tree agate. This is a really good, like, all over balancing and healing. So we've got the specific stone, so this helps too. So this is tree agate. It is sacred in Ayurveda, which is the sister science to yoga. This helps with balance on all levels throughout the body, not just the chakras, but also the nadi, or the smaller kind of rivers of light and energy that move energy throughout the body. This can help with physical healing on all levels, as well as emotional, mental, and spiritual. It's helpful for noticing and moving on from negative habits. Great for inner peace, dissolving ego, and it also helps to calm the physical nerves as well as the emotional nerves. So we will bring this in. So tree agate. I hope your mom feels better soon. I hope your uncle feels better soon. Nasty headache, weather-induced. I am definitely like dealing with a little bit of pressure headache. So let's see what else. So I've got the 3 headache stones I usually think about, but let's see what other ones there are. Yeah, let's go with green calcite. This can be a really helpful stone for unwinding physical tension in the body, and I think that could be a good one because we've got pink tourmaline, rhodochrosite, blue blue lace agate. Green calcite is really helpful for calm, reassurance. It really helps to relieve physical tension from the inside. So it helps to unwind those, when we tense up, if that's contributing to a headache, that may help. This also helps with easing anxiety. It's a really potent stone for anxiety. It also helps with nervousness. So we can bring in some green calcite. So I hope that helps. Yeah, let's see. And mine's definitely like pressure induced too. Like the weather patterns are shifting and I can feel it in my head. But I hope you feel better soon, Renee. Stone for better weather. 8 more inches of snow. Boo. Let's do... Well, we've got... The best one for connection to nature is probably green kyanite. Let's also do Kambaba. This might help. Kaba Stone helps with healing the environment, the ecology, and also helps with plant and crop yield. So as an environmental healer, I know climate change is doing a lot of different things, so maybe this can help. This also helps with courage and confidence, and it aids meditation as well as learning, particularly if you're learning foreign languages. This is one that helps us to connect with our ancestors, particularly if we are connecting to the land of the ancestor as well. Wonderful for mental focus, finding patterns, finding errors, and this is also a fossilized blue-green algae. That's what Kaba Stone actually is. So yeah, hopefully this will help. It certainly won't hurt. I think it hits a lot of notes for tonight, but that is Kaba Stone. There we go. And oof, I hope that helps. Let's see. Warding off evil eye and black magic. Gotcha. Oh yeah, hit the like button, fam. Thank you so much. Let's see. Oh, Allie. Oh, okay. Now I know who you are. Yes. Could I explain the grid? So the way I build the grids is more intuitive. I basically take all the requests that I'm getting, and there's definitely an energy concept at play, that of communal chi. It's you see it in Chinese medicine, but you see it in many things, and even in different faiths too, where the more people come together with the same or similar intention, the greater the energy is magnified. And so essentially this is all of us layering our intention. I kind of make it a grid as like I just sort of lay it around and sort of echo that sentiment through having multiple stones, but it's put together in a really intuitive way just by the requests. So I hope that that helps. Let's see, where did I... Okay, that's where I left off. Okay, so let's do protection. And Jet is great for like keeping away the evil eye, as is Red Tiger Eye. Jet is also really helpful for grief. Loss of a spouse or a partner, close friend or family member. Definitely helpful too if you're working through hospice types of things, like if you have someone that's soon to cross over and you're supporting them, and that also applies to our animal companions, but it is highly, highly protective as well. So there's that. And also for protection is smoky quartz. Smoky quartz can help with transmuting energy, and it also calms worry, breaks down energy blockages. It helps with transmuting or shifting energy into something more positive, and it also helps with hope in amidst uncertainty. Wonderful for chronic pain and flexibility of body and mind. So that is smoky quartz. But yeah, this was as far back as the Middle Ages. This was used for protection of property. This was thought to keep things from being stolen. So there we go. Oh, are you falling down, little Gertie? What you doing, Gertie? I just got a... Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, here in Philly, we've got very little snow the last couple of years. We've gotten two very tiny snowstorms in a week this year, and that's it that we've had in like the past 2 years. Okay, so Amanda Green, stone for helping with focus at work and organization. You got it. So let's bring in the lapis. This definitely helps with organization as well as integrity, like follow through, owning your commitments, also open, honest communication. This helps with opening up some room for career improvement, and it's also helpful for vertigo and hearing loss, as well as pain and inflammation. But yeah, deep honesty and communication too. Lapis lazuli. There we go. Next is Bumblebee Jasper. Bumblebee Jasper helps with focus, definitely mental focus, lots of energy, and also this kind of like, let's sink our teeth in, let's get the work done kind of vibe. So it's one that is highly motivating but energizing at the same time. It makes it a little bit more infectious if you show up that way. It's thought to help like rub off on your colleagues. Everyone will start working together to get things done, but it helps decision making and balancing yin and yang energies in the body. It also helps with boosting anything that you're manifesting. So that is Bumblebee Jasper. Be careful with this stone. It does have high levels of sulfur as well as arsenic. So definitely be careful with that on your own. So I hope that that helps, Amanda, in addition to the Domoite and the Garnet will also help with organization too. Oh, you're welcome, Tabs. Oh, it was 50 there in Ohio today. Yeah, it was 45 maybe here in Philly. Sorry if you hear sirens in the background. Lila Ray, some hope for a cousin who is struggling with effects of childhood trauma and abuse. So the black obsidian I put in earlier can be really helpful with processing those old, like deep trauma emotions. That can be really helpful, as can malachite. I'm going to bring in 2 more. One is tourmalinated quartz. This one is great too if anyone's looking for a job. I know a few of you were. This can help with finding new jobs, new revenue streams, new side hustles, gigs, whatever you might be looking for. Black tourmaline repels negative energy, and when it goes through quartz, which in this case is green, it helps to break up really old stuck energy, especially old stuck childhood pain. Helps too with breaking down those patterns from childhood that may have settled in. Helps with fortune and luck, and it's also wonderful for protection of travelers, particularly travelers who are traveling by car. So that is tourmalinated quartz and Lemurian quartz. Specifically, this is blue mist Lemurian quartz. So this helps with healing definitely childhood stuff as well as past life stuff. And a lot of times there can be a lot of connections with both. This helps with definitely releasing the emotional pain of the past. It helps with healing and also like supporting the healing journey that empowers the person going on that journey to also learn about themselves while they do this, which will help them in the future. So yeah, healing the past and strengthening yourself for the future. So that is Blue Mist Lemurian Quartz, which was gifted to us by Cora Carr and Vincent, if you happen to see them in. Let's actually do this. So I hope that that helps your cousin. And all the best to you. Good to see you. Yesterday was 61 where you are. Oh my goodness. Oh, Alana, the things I just used are great for that. So definitely black obsidian, tourmalinated quartz, blue mist Lemurian quartz, and inner child healing. Inner child healing, one that's excellent for inner child healing is moss agate, which is in there, and another is fuchsite. Fuchsite is lovely for inner child healing, and it also helps us to just give in to play and release and relaxing. It helps us to, it also helps with spinal alignment. Ooh, this also helps with sleep disturbances. And I know somebody had a request for sleep. Vic, I hope this helps you. And carpal tunnel. But yeah, this is one that can really help you to reconnect with that inner child and help to like hold a space of healing through even play or fun. There we go. Okay. So all the best to you, Alana Taylor. It's good to see you too. Creative Diva, peace, protection, joy, wisdom, and courage. Love it. So let's bring in some moonstone. This will help with a few of those. So moonstone helps with connection to the cycles, rhythms, and patterns of nature, particularly lunar cycles. So if anyone's doing any moon magic, definitely get some moonstone, which can look wildly different one specimen to the next. Also really helpful for intuition and connection to ancient wisdom, whether it's well women traditions or ancient spiritual connections. I always think of this stone as very connected to the High Priestess in the tarot deck, and in the old Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck, the iconic tarot deck, the two pillars behind the High Priestess, they're meant to be the pillars to Solomon's library. So like all of the wisdom, like she knows everything. This also helps with connection to the divine feminine. It's very protective of women, and wonderful too with protection during travel as well. Also for attracting love. So that is moonstone. So that helps with protection and wisdom. Gives you a little bit of courage too. And joy. I think joy got covered in fuchsite. And we've got some good courage stones. Let's see if I've got some other good ones. I think we're good on courage ones, but I do feel to bring in, and I know I'll find one that supports courage in just a moment if I keep looking, but the one that wanted to jump out as well is black onyx. So we've got some good courage stones in here, but black onyx also helps with relieving self-doubt and boosts the self-esteem. Also really helpful for grounding fear and anxiety, and it is super protective. If you're connecting with your ancestors, this is a lovely talisman to work with, and it helps protect against those who would play mind games as well. But it's also a stone for grief, a really powerful stone for grief. So that is black onyx. It's good to see you, Creative Diva. Okay. Oh, Kanta, I totally feel that. Dissolving who do you think you are syndrome. Yeah, seriously. Well, let's do a couple of things. let's bring in first some Sunstone. This definitely has an air of confidence about it, for sure. But this is one that helps us to expand our vision of our soul's purpose. So it will help counterbalance some of that who do you think you are stuff. It also helps with being recognized for your achievements and your accomplishments and just being recognized in general. It helps too with marketing yourself, getting yourself out there. Wonderful for dealing with any kind of phobias, and helps with bringing career opportunities and upward potential in career. Wonderful too for just expanding like everything about how we see ourselves and our possibilities. So hopefully this will counteract some of the feelings that brought up. So that is Sunstone, which I'm actually wearing on my finger right here. It's Sunstone. And Red Jasper. This is great for empowerment and everything that has to do with the root chakra. So that is vital needs, primal urges, fight or flight, and physically being here. So this is one that's empowering, but it also helps with standing up to injustices and bullying, which is also a little bit belittling and stuff. It helps with emotional support for any kind of long-term recovery or illness or injury. Helps too with depression and fertility, but deeply, deeply empowering. So it's one that helps you feel like you can stand in your own power. And I'm also going to bring out that red coral again, because I don't see how that can possibly hurt. So red coral, definitely be discriminating about where you get your coral, that it's not just, harvested in a damaging way. There's been a lot less of that, but overall, still be careful. So this is a piece of red coral. This is a highly, highly potent protector of women, especially in any place that they would be relegated, othered, not listened to. In the 80s, we called it the glass ceiling, like that's, that kind of stuff. But yeah, anything that has to do with misogyny, whether it's passive, active, or everything in between, this can be very, very helpful. So that is red coral. Sorry, another sneeze. But yeah, I hope that helps you with that like sense of self and purpose and self-identity. Also, let's see. Yeah, let's do this. Yellow calcite. This helps with empowering our solar plexus, our center of self-identity, releasing any need for approval from others. So it'll definitely help the haters just be background noise. Helpful too with setting your priorities much more in tune with your own desires and not what other people are trying to shoehorn you into. Helpful too with boundaries and lots of confidence, lots of optimism. So that is yellow calcite. So I am so sorry you're dealing with that. Standing in power as an older woman too. Yeah, let's see. There's one that helps, Sodalite helps with coming to terms with age. We can also add that we hope that kind of gets mirrored. Like, yeah, that helps with coming to terms with aging and stuff, but like, you're not the problem. Other people need to come to terms with the lenses they look at things through. What did David Lynch say in the Twin Peaks: The Return? David Duchovny in the original Twin Peaks in the 90s, he comes out as trans. And what does Yeah, David Lynch has a line as Gordon Cole. But did I backed you up when you came out, and I told all those fools you worked with to fix their hearts or die. It's like, yeah, sometimes society needs to fix their hearts or die. And around aging is definitely one of those things. Yeah. Yeah, and as the people who we all are and the younger generations get older, that's going to shift and change a lot too. Hey, Shell, good to see you. It's been a bit. Hey, T. Valerie, welcome. Oh, I'm glad. Thank you. And oh, you're welcome, Fiat Luna. You're welcome, Catherine. We can absolutely make this grid your screenshot for work too. Divine Noor, you like blue Kyanite and Labradorite? Oh, we've got them both in. Awesome. The piece at the bottom of the grid, it looks like a mirror. Yes, the piece that looks like a mirror is a mirror. It's helping to reflect any negative energy deflected out of our grid. And the copper spiral helps to break up any negative energy and get the optimal flow of energy going. Oh, geez. Joanna Sparkle, something for hives, welts, allergic reactions. Gotcha. So we've got Rodinite helps with that, as well as lots of fire engines tonight. Yeah, so let's do pink kunzite. This helps with compassion, commitment-based love. Wonderful for hormones as well as chemical sensitivities and allergies, nerve pain, new moms, and sleepless babies. So I hope that this will help with some of your allergic reaction. And I also have serpentine to help with it too. So that is pink kyanite. Pink kyanite's also great for healing the heart, like the heart emotional center. And helping to help heal that pain so you can open your heart to love again too. So let's see. There we go. Serpentine is great for rashes as well as eczema. Helps too with calcium and magnesium deficiency and blood sugar issues. So this can, I think, be supportive for, I think Jenny was working with this too. So that is serpentine. There we go. Feel better, hon. Successful job interview for Valerie. Absolutely. The orange sunstone. That's definitely orange sunstone, which is here. And lapis, which is here. As well as tourmalinated quartz. So we've got all the stones I would pick for you. All the best to you on your job interview. I hope it goes really, really well. Okay. Divine, welcome in. Let's bring in some of Key's request. I have most of them in. Azurite, Bloodstone's in there. Sapphire's in there. Jade. Peridot, Sodalite. Okay. tree agate's in there, blue lace is in there. Sodalite helps with connection to unity consciousness. That's the interconnectedness of everyone and everything, and the awareness that what we put out into the world, we put out into ourselves, and the same in reverse. It's very much enlightenment in all of its, in everything that it means. Peridot helps with breaking bad habits and boosting friendships. It's also wonderful for anything that's impacting like upset stomach, things in the bowels, IBS, acid reflux, Crohn's, all of the above. Really helpful for guilt, anger, and jealousy, and also helpful for, in some cases, some folks do celebrate this for depression. So that is Peridot. Tried to come with me there. Jade, specifically nephrite jade, is really helpful for peace of body, mind, and spirit. It's a very deeply balancing stone, and it's considered like a general all-over blessing and good fortune in every way. It helps with resourcefulness. It helps with doing work within your clairvoyant dreams, as well as making your dreams become a reality. So things that you've been working on for a while coming to fruition. Helpful too with confidence, grounding stress, and prioritizing yourself. There's a lot of empowerment in this stone too. So I think this can actually help with what Kanta requested as well. So that's jade, specifically nephrite jade. There we go. Azurite helps with creativity as well as connecting to your more spiritual self. It boosts intuition and general insight, and it helps to relieve worry and indecision. It's wonderful for connecting with your guides and gleaning some wisdom from them, and it's also helpful for breaking down obstacles and energy blockages. Helpful too for quieting the mind during meditation or during energy work, and it's great for spinal alignment, muscle spasms, and uncontrolled muscle movements. So that is azurite. And we got bloodstone, chevron amethyst septarian. Septarian helps with muscle pain and spasm. It's great for wound healing, and it also helps with emotional growth, moving through, as we go through our emotional stuff. If we find anything within ourselves, it helps us to really see those parts of ourselves that we maybe have a blindness to, and do the deeper inner work on it, and even be vulnerable with ourselves while we do it. That's really called shadow healing, and this is what's super helpful to support that work. It's also great for support for the solar plexus. If you need a little bit of help with self-identity, this can be really helpful too. So let's bring this in, and we can put this, let's put this one here and this one here for at least for now. Chevron amethyst helps with connection to spirit, and it's a really powerful stone of clairvoyance. So this one helps with connecting to spirit and hearing the responses return. So it can really help boost anything you're manifesting. It helps too with visionary meditation, scrying, journey work, that kind of stuff. Helps too with tolerance of others. And I don't know, ever since COVID, I feel like the whole world could use a lot of this. There we go. Amazonite, aquamarine. Zebra jasper is great for like lots of stress, like where you're losing yourself in stress. It helps to stand up for yourself despite that overwhelm, and it also helps with breaking through apathy or just feeling like you're down for the count, like you've been just rolled over by life. It's a great stone for that. Helps too with muscle spasms, very empowering, And it's thought helpful for bone disorders and also helpful for that taking initiative if you need to. So that is zebra jasper. So let's put one here and one here. Aquamarine helps with, we like to call it the Auntie Karen stone, and not auntie as in your auntie. No, auntie as in go away, as in no thanks today, Karen. This helps with deflecting pettiness, immature types of behavior, people taking out their feelings on someone else. It helps with the may justice prevail kind of vibe, and it's wonderful for forgiveness as well as circulation. So we're going to go ahead and place one here and here. I'll also place one here. Amazonite helps with self-care, spine and spinal nerves, and for really just calming too. This helps even the most selfless people to take care of themselves and also to have some self-respect if needed. It's great too for luck in general. So if you're looking to hopefully win something, this is a great stone to call on. So I'm going to bring this in. Let's bring this in. There we go. That's Amazonite. Good stuff. Sunstone's in there too. Seeing if I missed anyone. Good sleep, bruises and sore muscle healing, creativity and focus for building a spiritual space. Gotcha. So we've got good sleep, we've got malachite, labradorite, sore muscles, we've got septarian is excellent for that. Creativity, we've got all our creativity stones, including the beautiful azurite, and focus for building a spiritual practice. So focus is bumblebee jasper. Focus for a spiritual practice, I would say prehnite. This helps to hold a space of learning and teaching spiritual healing. It's also wonderful for aiding meditation to calm a racing mind, helpful for lucid dreaming, prophecy, divination, all of those like learning and growing your spiritual pursuit type things. Helpful too for anemia, gout, the kidneys, and bladder, and refusing unfair demands, which is always a good thing. So let's see. We can piece you in right here and right here. So that is prehnite. Awesome. So glad you are here. Ooh, you have an angel card from Chevron Amethyst. That's beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful, Joanna. I haven't seen all the comments. I'm sending love and positive energy to you all. Oh, thank you all being here. We are all stronger together. It's true. This group is incredible. Oh, thank you, Joanna. Yeah, my good friend Janie made this. You can find her on Etsy at Highart, Highart. I think I got everyone's requests. If I missed you, please let me know. It was not intentional. but I think I got it all. And Super 7 I missed. Super 7 helps with working towards goals and your big dreams and plans in life. It's also really helpful for connecting intuitively, powerfully so, in any way, shape, or form, however you connect. It helps with strengthening your energy field, with inner peace and harmony, with unity consciousness, and with healing past lives, old karma, and even healing the earth itself. So this is Super 7, and this was a gift from Chris. So thank you, Chris. Let's go ahead and put these behind the moonstone. So that is Super 7. Okay. Blue Lemurian Quartz is here. You're totally right. It is calling. It definitely wants to be here tonight for sure. Okay, so thank you everyone for helping to build this beautiful grid. And I'm sorry I'm like Captain Dressed Down today, but just how the day went. But I'm going to go ahead and explain what Reiki is, a little of how it works, and then how to make the most of your session. And then we're going to get into the healing. So a way to help me lift the energy and will also help you to lift the energy of the space that you are in. Gratitude is a powerful energy lifter. So go ahead, spend a moment, taking a deep breath, think about the things you're grateful for, and go ahead and click that live chat button, enter those things that you're grateful for in there. Definitely hit that like button if you haven't already. And once I'm done explaining how Reiki works, we're going to get into the healing. So last call if you need to make a loo stop. So as I mentioned at the top of the stream, my name's Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and I'm so glad to have you here with me this evening. If you're new, definitely welcome yourself in. Feel free to subscribe, turn those notifications on. Apparently people get them sometimes. I'm so stoked about that. I've heard rumors that the more people engage with the stream, like by liking it and commenting and stuff, the more likely those notifications are. So thank yourselves. So thank you for being here and for hitting the like button and all that good stuff. If you want to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you want to sign up for a one-on-one distance healing, tarot reading, or if you want to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description box, as are all of my social media and my email newsletter. So what is Reiki? Well, Reiki has become more or less a catch-all term in the West for energy healing, but specifically I work with what's known as Usui Reiki. This method is named after its founder, Mikao Usui, who created this method in the early 1920s in Japan. A difficult time in Japan for sure. If anyone was caught teaching anything that could be maybe misconstrued as a religion, it would have some really serious consequences. So this is a deeply spiritual technique, yet it is completely secular. And I think that's why we love it in the West so much. The concept of energy at the foundation of this practice, of Usui's practice, comes to us from Shintoism, the indigenous spirituality of Japan. And this is the worldview of Shintoism that's relevant here is that of spiritually guided soul energy, which is what Reiki translates to mean. Essentially, in Shintoism, everyone and everything is thought to be interconnected and interlinked, and that spirit, however you define it, supports all of us by supporting this lovely, life-affirming, soul-affirming energy that our body, mind, and spirit use all the time to help us with our day-to-day resilience and healing. Essentially, what I'll be doing today is directing this energy that is already flowing through all of us everywhere, even if we don't know about it, and direct more of it to you using Usui's techniques. That will then help your body, mind, and spirit to do the things that they already do for you so well. So during the session, you may feel some physical sensations. You may have some emotions rise up or get released. You may also have some chance to reflect or even think some things through logically that you've been struggling with. And you may have some deep spiritual revelations, clarity, epiphany, intuition. You may also have a really healing nap, which is highly encouraged. Which brings me to the next thing. What do you have to do to receive the Reiki? Well, you only have to be open to it. And by being here, you already are. So congratulations. I generally suggest that you find a nice comfy spot to sit or lay down, but you don't have to be still at all. But if you do want to be still and close your eyes, you might have a lovely, peaceful, relaxing type of situation. But you can also use this energy to help support anything else you're doing, like maybe a yoga routine, or maybe journaling, or throwing down some cards for yourself, or anything else that feels really important. However you want to use the energy in this session for your greater healing and greater well-being, you're welcome to do just that. I will send healing to all of you for 25 minutes, during which time I will turn the lights down. You'll notice that they move slowly and gently through several different colors. At no point will they flash or strobe. And I will turn up the music. The musical creator is listed at the bottom of the description, so you can check out her channel. And to those of you who do support the channel here and there, I really appreciate it. And one of the things we're able to do because of that is actually buy music from a musician, so that we can stream it. So I hope that you enjoy it. Definitely during the session, you don't have to focus on anything. You don't have to keep your mind silent. The Reiki will support you however it meets you today. And additionally, for those 25 minutes, I won't be able to kind of answer a question, but at the end of those 25 minutes, you'll hear my voice come back in. Encourage you to, hang on. False alarm. But yeah, so as I send all of this to you, at the end of that 25 minutes, you'll hear my voice come back in, encourage you to take a deep breath in and out, slowly come back to your body. And at that time, I'll be able to re-engage with you in chat, answer your questions, and even hear your experiences if you feel like sharing them. And also know that Reiki isn't just limited to my abilities as a human. Reiki is everywhere all the time, even though I can only be in one place at one time. So if you ever need a Reiki session, if I'm not live, check out the past healing live stream playlist, pick any old video, and you will definitely be feeling better. As well as I am here 5 times a week, same days, same times every week. So you can always join and hang out and request live anytime you want to. And I'm so grateful to have all of you here. So let's go ahead, take a deeper look at the grid and get into the healing. Ooh, pretty. And if I'm in the way, I can move up here. Ba, 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 ba. It's easier than moving the grid, isn't it? Yes, it is. Awesome. Ta-da! Oh, I'm still a little over the grid. Thank you, everyone, for helping to inspire this grid. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And thank you most of all for being so incredibly kind and supportive to each other in the chat. That is truly just beautiful. And honestly, it humbles me every time I host another live. Thank you all for being the beautiful people you are. Even in your own difficulties, you're cheering each other on. And that's what it's all about. So enjoy your session. I will see you all in about 25 minutes. Aww. Oh, careful calling me the leader of a tribe there, Renee. We healing arts people, we have a bad track record when it comes to cults. I know what you mean. I appreciate it. I love that very much. But yeah, let's gotta keep an eye on that. And currently, Hattie is trying to knock over my glass to drink my water, even though she has 2 glasses of water. Oh yeah, so I was talking about you. Ooh, guess what? Somebody's gonna say hi before we get into it. Yeah. Oh, I got you. Oh, I got you. Let go of the blankie. No. Oh, there you are, the cuteness. You can hang out on my lap for the session if you want to. Hattie graced us for the session. Yay. So everyone go ahead, get nice and relaxed. I'm going to send you some healing. Enjoy the session, and I'll see you all in about 25 minutes. Hattie, don't push the mic stand. invite you now to take a deep breath in and out. Slowly move and bend as you naturally feel to do. Thank you all so much for being here. And I'm loving where the conversation went. Apparently Hattie has been elected leader despite Gertie being the alpha. And we are the place where ice cream, cake, and donut holes are involved at all times. As long as they're gluten-free and don't have things I'm allergic to, I'm down. They don't all have to be gluten-free, just, you know, what I want. I went to the specialty grocery store today, and like the discount grocery, and they had like Godiva ice cream, and I'm like, really? And I go up and I look, and I'm like, Godiva ice cream is only $2? Really? And I look at the back at the ingredients, and one of the top ingredients for mint chip was peanut oil. And I'm allergic to peanuts. So yeah. Wow. I know. So as long as there's some ice cream for me, cool. Gertie, you're the we can't call her the fearless leader. She's scared of everything. You're the leader. Yeah. You lead with heart and big purr. Yeah, you gonna lead with lots of heart and big purrs? Okay, good stuff. Yeah, it will be a fabulous world. Donut holes and mocha latte. I'm just down for the coffee. Maybe some matcha. Just good coffee. Good coffee and chocolate that doesn't have peanuts or tree nuts or any of the other allergens in them for me. Yeah, it's easy to get hungry. I know. I live in Philly. We have such good everything. We really do. It's hard not to. It's hard not to get, you know, all the chubby snacks here, because my God, they're good. Oh, you're so welcome, Shell Bell. Thank you for everything. Oh, Patty. Yeah, the time did sneak up. Yeah, peanut oil and mint chip. Like, who would and then they didn't even quite label it properly. You had to, like, really go through all the ingredients. It should have been in bold with, like, main allergens, and it wasn't. So, scary stuff. Oh, thank you. Oh, Renee feels relaxed now. Me too. I feel better too. I hope everyone has a great night and a restful sleep. Well said, the Galguar. Thank you, Shell Bell, and all of you. Seriously, thank you so much, and I hope you all have a beautiful evening. If anyone has any questions, let me know. And yeah, let that be a reminder. Those of us with allergies, read the labels, read them again, and have your EpiPen with you just in case. Awesome. Well, I'm going to go ahead here. Oh, your pug is snoring. Oh my God, that sounds so cute. I might have to make some kind of a crazy edit with ice cream, cake, donut holes, and the kitties. There might have to be something like that. But I'm going to go ahead and bring the stream to a close here with an abundance of gratitude. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. It's always an honor. It's always a privilege. Even I leave feeling better. So thank you for being here and helping to make this stream everything that it is. I will be back tomorrow, Wednesday at 4 p.m. East Coast U.S. time, Friday at 4 and 8 p.m. Sundays at 8 p.m., Tuesdays at 8 p.m., all East Coast US time. And yes, I will be here this weekend, even though there's a sports ball game happening. Yeah, it does take longer to shop with allergies for sure. Luckily, thanks to this beautiful schedule I get to have, I can go shopping when nobody else is, and it's lovely. Oh, Amanda, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Lots of love to you, and thank you for everything you do. Okay, I'm going to bring the stream to a close here. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I will be back tomorrow. I'll be back here in less than 24 hours. So thanks again so much. Have a beautiful rest of your evening. Take care, and bye for now.